Guys, it's Chris here from Arcade Rescue. Today is going to be an exciting day. We're going to take a road trip. That's right, guys, we're going to go to 501 Virginia Avenue. What is that, you ask? Well, you got to stay tuned and find out. Alright.
Hey, how's it going?
How's it going, dude?
I'm Jeff.
Alright, hi Jeff, I'm Chris.
Nice to meet you, man.
Alright.
Well, this is the place. This is Tapas
Awesome.
Arcade Bar.
Yeah, awesome, man.
Welcome.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
So this is nice, man. So this has been
Thank you.
kind of a labor of love, huh?
Yeah. We've been at this for about 2.5 years.
Right?
Like really getting serious about it. I had a couple machines before I was really considering doing a business. You know what I mean?
Sure, yeah.
And then Aaron jumped on board. He helps collect as well.
Right? Nice to meet you, man.
Get close up on Aaron. Hey, Aaron, how you doing?
And then Austin's the third guy involved. He's not here right now, and he's kind of more the bar guy.
Okay,
Like,
sure, yeah.
Yeah, he was all into like brewing his own beer. I think he wanted to
wow.
actually do a brewery.
Oh, nice.
But then I came to him with this concept and thought he'd be perfect to help us open the bar part of it. And yeah, so that's pretty much where it's been at. We're looking to open soon.
Soon, like maybe this month or next month, or?
If we can, we're going to open next week, but
Next
we're
week,
still
okay.
waiting on a health inspection.
Sure, yeah.
And so as soon as that happens, we're ready to go. And
All right.
it's just one of those things where, you know, they're bogged down doing other stuff.
I feel like that this is a good thing. It's, I mean, combining the two and then bringing the arcades and beer together and people in the area. I think it's starting to grow. It's making a resurgence.
I think
Video
so too.
games are, and
Yeah.
everybody likes beer. So
Yeah, there's kind of like a retro thing going on these days where like a lot of people like this older stuff and like the video games and pinball are becoming popular again. It's really awesome to see.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
So let's kind of walk around and see talk
Sure.
about your games here, man. You got
Yeah.
super rare 6-player.
Yeah, so we actually did a poll when we were trying to raise money a year ago on Facebook about what games people want to see the most.
Right.
And it was a big toss-up between X-Men and Time Crisis.
Really?
And X-Men became our most requested game.
Wow.
And so we started looking for the 6-player and we got real lucky on finding it.
This is, I mean, finding one of these is like a needle in a haystack. Here's the question I had. These have a monitor, one's down.
Yeah,
Somebody answer that for me.
sure.
One's down and one's facing forward. What is the purpose of that?
They wanted to create like a seamless widescreen type thing, and the technology that they had in 1992 didn't allow for like a large screen like that. So you have two 25-inch monitors basically right next to each other. There's one that's actually down here that displays a mirror image, and it shoots up on this mirror here.
Okay,
And there's another mirror. If you look behind there, there's like a big tumor sticking off the back of the game, and that just shoots straight through the mirror here. And then the idea is that they're supposed to be aligned perfectly, and it creates a seamless image across the.
Okay, I didn't think about that because if you had two monitors side by side, you'd have a black.
Yeah, exactly.
A void,
Yeah, you'd have
basically.
a little bezel kind of thing.
Yeah, you'd have a bezel. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I never thought about that or the reasoning behind it. So
Yeah.
That's why.
That's cool, man. This thing is in nice shape too.
Thanks.
It's
Yeah,
been a
we
long time.
redid some of the
Are
graphics.
these free play or coin operator, or how will this be set up?
Our video games are going to be free play.
Okay.
Our pinball machines are going to be 50 cents a play,
All right.
and then 3 plays for $1.
Nice. Okay.
And we're doing the quarter play on pinball machine to cut down on the number of plays, just the overall maintenance we're going to have to do on them.
Okay.
Well, everybody knows this one. This is Mortal Kombat 2. And we kind of have a thing going where we have sort of games mirroring each other. So on the other side we have Street Fighter 2.
Oh,
I
nice.
feel like
Okay.
these are the two big fighting games from the 1990s.
Yeah.
You know, definitely like those are two of the biggest titles in terms of fighters. This is one of my favorite games. This actually came from your shop. I didn't buy it directly off you though. When I found it, it had an Arcade Rescue sticker on it.
Oh, really?
Brought to you by Arcade Rescue 911.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so these are our two Neo Geos. This is the Neo Mini. We got this off the local guy. And then this one I actually drove out to the East Coast to pick up. I mean, you know about the Neos. They're great because you can switch to different games.
Yep.
So this one currently has both puzzle bobbles in it. We're probably going to keep this more like puzzly type games.
Sure,
Because you can sit and play them.
It's hard to find those little bitty cabinets.
Yeah. The cabarets are tough.
Yeah.
And then this is the full-size version of it.
Right.
So this has 4 games in it. And there's another version of the Neo Geo that has 6 slots in it.
Okay.
But we're rocking these 2 right now.
Yep.
It's great because you can have a different styles of games in there. So like this is a shooter. You got Metal Slug, which is more like a run and gun type game.
Yeah.
A lot of these are shooters actually, just because we don't have that type of game well represented in the rest of the bar.
That's a good game here.
Yeah, 1940, 45
Strikers.
plus. Yeah, Strikers. Rampage is a great game.
Yes, it is.
This is one a lot of people know. I think a lot of people actually are more familiar with the newer version of Rampage, World Tour.
Yeah.
And so we thought it'd be cool to actually. Oh, I got a stuck switch.
I like the buttons here. That's cool.
Yeah, this is how you credit up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put all their faces in. We've got Bart in there right now.
Awesome.
So you can see which player you're bringing in. This is obviously one of the most popular ones in the bar. A lot of people love Simpsons. It's a fun Konami beat 'em up. Great game.
Yeah, these are in great shape, man. You got
Thanks.
stellar games and you're in stellar condition.
Yeah, we work on them a lot. So,
Yeah.
this is Baby Pac-Man. This is one that's not probably as well known, but it's one of 3 pinball video game hybrids. So you play the game just like a normal Pac-Man game, right? And you can go down into it to actually get this pinball portion going.
Nice.
Normally in Pac-Man, there's power pellets in the screen, like in those 4 locations.
Sure.
But this one, you actually have to earn it in the pinball mode.
Oh, wow.
You don't start with them.
So how do you, then what do you knock the drop targets down, or is there?
There's a couple different ways. You can, basically if you spell Pac-Man down each one,
Okay, I got
it'll give you the Energizer or whatever.
Sure, yeah.
And there's more than one way to do it,
All
just
right.
like on a lot of other pinball
Nice.
machines. This row, these are sort of like some of the biggest ones. So like you've got Space Invaders, which is arguably like the first arcade hit. Space Invaders, Asteroids are both 1978. They're both huge games. And then Galaga 88 are kind of like updates of the same style of gameplay, where you've got
Right.
your ships at the bottom, you can move left and right, and then all your guys are up at the top that you're trying to shoot. Almost everybody knows Galaga, and we actually feel like Galaga 88 is a pretty good updated version of the game.
Yeah, it is. It is a good game.
Yeah. So those are cool. Put in Moonwalker. We thought that was great because he was born in Indiana.
I have the bezel for this.
You do?
You can have it.
Really?
Thanks.
That'd be
I don't
awesome.
know how I ended up with it. It's a nice piece of cardboard with all the artwork.
Oh,
Nice.
sweet.
It'd be great.
Yeah.
You can have it.
That'd be awesome.
We ended up doing this control panel overlay here, just custom.
Yeah, we do some
nice.
custom artwork from time to time.
Wanted this one to be a little more special than the, because the original control panel overlay just has like the button labels and it's black and that's it. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like if Michael Jackson would have made it through with his concert he was going to do, he would have got himself out of debt.
I think so.
Great bartending game. Yeah, for a bar, we felt like we had to have one of these.
Man, that's in good shape too.
Yeah, it's not bad. This just started flaking on us, so I'm gonna try and glue that back down. But yeah, these are both great games. We currently have Miss Pac-Man on fast mode.
Sure.
I think a lot of people like that version.
I like the fast
Who
one.
doesn't like a fast woman?
Yeah.
Right.
Rolling Thunder, this is one of my favorites. I've
Yeah.
had some people say they like it. We're kind of waiting to see if people are into this game.
I like it.
I think it's a fun one. It's kind of like, it's a lot like Shinobi actually.
Yeah. Yep.
Or like, Contra and
Got the
stuff like that later.
Atari joystick on it.
Yeah, even though it's a Namco game.
Yeah, I know.
So this is in that weird era.
the licensing.
Yeah. Wizard War is another Midway game that's super great.
Yeah.
This has the really awesome sounds on it. It's kind of hard to hear because of everything else that's going on, but
the speech.
you've got that early speech stuff going on where the wizard's talking to you, he's kind of provoking you.
taunting, so to speak.
Yeah. I actually traded a golden tee for this.
Oh man, you did good
so
there.
I felt like I came ahead.
Sometimes people will sell they'll misspell Wizard of War and put WAR.
Yeah.
So then you find them like if you search that every now and again.
Or Achanoid.
Yeah. I've seen that too. Yep.
Yeah, this is a funny game, yeah. NBA Jam's a huge hit, one of the biggest sports titles. I love the unrealistic sports games, you know? So like we have NBA Jam here, Blitz is on the other side. Those are like, you know, they're great because you can push and do all sorts of things you're not allowed to do in real basketball, which I think makes it more fun. And the announcing and the like full court dunks and everything.
These look so good. So you put new tops on these, right?
Usually, this one actually came to us like this, so we get lucky on some of them, but we redo pretty much all of them. Yeah. Joust is a great game. A lot of people know that game. You know, this is our only Williams video game at the moment. We really want to get a defender at some point, and you know, they made a lot of great games. Joust is tough. I think it's a hard game.
It's a very hard game, man.
Yeah, but it's really good.
Yeah, fun game.
We kind of put all our drivers and shooters in the back here. So we've got off-road here, we've got pole position, outrun, and hang on.
Nice.
All sort of in the back, you know what I mean? We're in Indianapolis, gotta have some driving games, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that's actually a cabaret outrun, right? Is that
Yeah,
what they call that?
It's the mini.
Yeah, mini, okay.
That was just kind of that was a random Craigslist find, wasn't it?
Yeah, I picked that up in Newcastle with a Pac-Man cabaret.
Oh, nice.
Well,
Nice.
all he said is I got an outrun and a Pac-Man, and I went out there without seeing them. I showed up and they were both cabaret, so I was like, oh man.
Yeah.
I got snagged up.
Instant awesomeness.
Yeah, we got Virtual Cop 2 and House of the Dead. Virtual Cop 2 was kind of my compromise for Time Crisis because we can't really fit Time Crisis in here.
Sure, yeah.
But it's similar style gameplay. Everybody loves this game, I feel like. This is one of the first, like, you know, horror themed. Yeah, it's got story and since we're doing the retro thing, we usually go after like the first ones of everything. Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
Yeah, this was a Virtua Tennis cabinet that I converted. We ended up buying a new overlay here and new buttons and sticks, and got a custom marquee made for it. And the monitor went out on it, so that's out on repair right now.
So we'll get that up.
That standard guys on this one or that medium?
It's a VGA actually.
Oh, VGA.
It's a Wells 9200.
Okay. So it's kind of an annoying thing.
It's
But
getting repaired right now. So.
we'll get it. Yeah.
We got Zaxxon and Pingo here.
Awesome.
We did a lot of work on this Zaxxon. This came from a guy's garage out in Greenfield. And repaired both corners. Kind of tried to clean up the artwork as best we could.
Two of the hardest games in the bar right there.
Pingo's a good game.
Pingo is good.
They make two versions of the PCB. I don't know if you
Oh,
knew
really?
that.
So there's Sega and then there's another one?
Yeah, in one place, they play two different types of music. That's the only difference.
Oh, okay.
It's
I didn't know that.
I don't know what it's called off the top of my head, but it's some kind of like classical Mozart type. But yeah, they make two versions of it.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that.
One's like super rare and one's not so rare.
Oh, we should probably check that.
Yep.
Blitz went down on Saturday. I think it's just a power supply. It works, but it's resetting. And so it has just the hard drive in it. And I think I'm gonna upgrade that to the flash drive. And then just replace the power supply. It shouldn't be a big deal.
And you can actually make a Blitz 99 into a gold 2000 gold.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do.
Yeah. Gives you Peyton Manning.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, since we're indie, you gotta do that, right?
It does help the load time too, the flash cards, if you do them.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, it increases the load time. I mean, or decreases the load time by probably 10%. That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Work Time's the first one I ever had to do a stencil on. So,
oh wow, you did that stencil?
Yeah.
Oh nice.
So I'm pretty happy with that. It's a cool game. Another hard one. Captain Commando is kind of an underrated beat 'em up. I feel like not a lot of people really talk about that one, but
is that where is one of them the baby? Yeah, the baby.
Yeah, the baby head.
The baby head. That is awesome. Yeah.
This was supposed to be like Capcom's like mascot. Is this guy right here, Captain Commando? Never really took off. I feel like. But it's still a great game. A lot of people have been discovering it here.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's really cool.
I'll show you a Nintendo row real quick. These are some of our Nintendo classics. We got Donkey Kong Jr., Popeye, Mario Brothers.
Nice.
And it just so works out that they're in chronological order, and it goes blue, orange. So it's kind of cool.
Wow. Yeah, that's cool.
I'd love to add Punch-Out to this lineup.
That's a tough one to
It's a
find.
hard one to find. Yeah.
I think Joe picked one up.
I saw that.
Or
Randy got one.
Yeah, Randy.
This This is Arkanoid. This is a Taito game licensed by Romstar. It's basically just an update on the Breakout formula.
Yeah.
You know.
Great game.
It is a fun game, yeah.
Yeah.
That's in a Williams cabinet, I think.
We think it's a Sinistar.
Pretty sure it's a Sinistar cabinet.
Really? Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
This is probably my favorite game in the bar.
Or a Moon Patrol,
Time
maybe.
Pilot.
Could be Moon Patrol.
Well, Moon Patrol has the same as that, kind of a joust. It's got that. It doesn't have the stuff that sticks out like that.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Wow.
Yeah, Time Pilot is probably my favorite game in the bar. I got this off Craigslist out of a guy's garage for $40. Wow. It's the dirtiest game I've ever seen. I took it home and I wiped the screen off and I plugged it in and it worked.
Nice.
Got real lucky with that one.
Yeah.
That's a really
All
underrated.
these marquees are like that too.
Yeah, all the Time
They always
Pilots.
get
Yeah,
that
yeah.
Always. Yeah.
It's got a unique joystick in here. It's just a 4-way leaf switch joystick, but it's a Monroe.
like a gyrus.
Yeah.
Exactly
Yep.
like Gyrus
Yep.
and Circus Charlie. I think
Circus
it's
Charlie has
Circus Charlie has one, that's right.
same
Yeah.
thing. But I think it plays great with Time Pilot because your ship is just constantly moving around in a circle. I always palm it like this, kind of just go like that. Or I've seen people do.
Yeah.
You can play it however you want.
Oh, sure, yeah, that's awesome.
That's a really good game.
Final Fight, as of this morning, is now playing blind, which is
Yeah.
annoying. So that's
Sure.
another monitor to
Gotta
fix.
love that, man. Maintenance.
It happens.
Yeah.
This actually, we got this as it was an Ameridarts,
Oh, really?
and so I just converted it to a Final Fight because I feel like it's a better game.
Yeah.
More people are gonna like that.
Dynamo cabinet.
Yeah, just Dynamo, so you can't put anything in it.
Sure, yeah.
Frogger, our Frogger gave us, this was a nightmare Frogger for the longest time. Finally got it looking good, it's playing now.
Nice.
That is probably the most problematic game we've run into yet.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why, man. Like, everything sucked about this one. Redoing the cabinet, it was just like crumbling into pieces and everything. So I feel like this is more Bondo than wood now. But yeah, we got it
nice,
done.
though. The end result is great.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
Yeah, it's good.
Still need to get some side artwork on that one. Paperboy was a hell of a find.
Yeah, a lot of these the side art's available, but a lot of them didn't have side art simply because the operator was only an option. It didn't come from the factory; it was an option, so operators didn't buy the side art.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Paperboy is a cool game.
Yeah, Paperboy's awesome. I've had a lot of offers for people wanting to buy that from me, but we got it for a great deal, and I like it because it's got the unique bike controls.
Yeah. I miss my Paperboy. I might cry here, but I won't. I'm holding back the tears.
I'm sure you got stuff that you can trade us.
Oh, I could probably, yeah, I could probably do that.
Asteroid's one of my favorites. This is kind of our Atari row.
Awesome.
There's more Atari games in here actually, but you know, you got Paperboy, Asteroids, Dig Dug, Centipede. Those are all super recognizable games.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's cool. This Dig Dug was another kind of Frankenstein. We
I think I bought.
really had to piece that together.
Yeah, I bought a cabinet from Joe that had been in a barn and just smelled like all sorts of animal whatever.
Sure.
It was disgusting. We ended up finding another cabinet in pretty good shape and took the control panel from the other one, replaced the joystick, cleaned up the buttons, got a marquee from someone else. That's the bezel that was in it. Oh yeah, well, this is for
That was
Joe.
really nice of him.
Yeah.
Hook us up with that. Yeah, it's been a real piece together with a bunch of stuff. Finally got a Wico stick in there.
Nice, yeah.
Centipede, of course, it's a classic game. Great, really great game. Another favorite of mine.
Nice.
Street Fighter 2. I feel like that's a must-have. You know,
It is,
a lot
yeah.
of people play that game. They love that one.
And you can change out those Street Fighter boards once you have the cabinet.
Right.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
it's a CPS2 cabinet, so we can put whatever. We have a couple. We have a Vampire Savior and Marvel Superheroes and a couple other fighters that we can throw in here.
Yeah, yeah. We'll probably leave it at Street Fighter for a while.
I think we're going to Street Fighter for quite a while.
Yeah, oh yeah.
That Marvel vs. Capcom 2 in the back, we plan on rotating some fighters in though.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. That's a Naomi system, so I think I've built a Gear X. Talking about getting some of the other fighters, and we can hook that thing up for JAMA too, and just do some X2 fighters over there.
Yeah.
Nice.
So we got our pinball machines right here.
All right.
This is Aaron's.
Yeah, I've seen it. That's cool, man.
Yeah.
I've never seen one in person until this one. That's awesome.
It's
Oh,
a good
cool.
one. Yeah, I ended up picking this up from a guy in Beach Grove. He put it on Craigslist, and I jumped on it. And
I love the top on
We
it.
cleaned
Yeah,
it up,
top's cool.
tried to clean it out as best we could. I like the game. I like the music throughout the whole thing. It's just it's
Yeah.
fun. I like you load the 5 balls into this chute here. You get,
nice.
you get a 5-ball multi-ball.
Oh, nice.
It's pretty insane. You
It
really,
is, yeah.
If you can have 5 balls going at once in this game for more than like 10 seconds, you're pretty good.
Yeah,
It's really hard.
It's true.
Can you do that?
They do
No,
drain.
I'm not even good. It's difficult. I mean, because you're losing them out the sides, and you can't
Oh,
poke
yeah,
it too
yeah,
much
oh,
because
yeah.
you're gonna.
This is what got me started. This is my first game ever. I always wanted to own a pinball machine, and about 3 years ago I bought this, and it sat broken in my house for like 6 months. I finally figured out how to fix it, and it was like super rewarding, you know, to fix it. Of course, the guy I bought it off was like, "Yeah, it works great." You know? That was not the case, but we put a lot of work into this one, and it's looking good. This was just a good deal we found on eBay. The price was right, kind of thing. Like, I think it's a great game. This Break Shot is it is a DMD game, but it's kind of made to play like an EM. It's a pretty cool game.
Huh.
And then this is the first game that Tappers has officially bought.
Oh, okay, there you go.
So none of us own this, I guess. Or we
Yeah.
all do, however you want to think of it. It's a diner. It's another great. You know, this is a Williams pin.
Yeah.
Classic game. I feel like a lot of people know this title.
Yep. Yep.
It's just a fun pinball game. We don't have a lot of DMDs yet, but you know, I'm pretty happy with our pin selection at the moment.
Awesome. Pinballs are good, man. You got great
Yeah.
games.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. This is gonna be a fun place.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's especially exciting because I live close by.
Yeah. We got this Tempest cocktail, super sweet.
Nice.
It's kind of a rare version of Tempest. I think you can't go wrong with Tempest. Like all the different versions are cool.
Yeah.
There's because they do a cabaret on this, and then there's also the upright.
Yeah,
And,
Tempest is fun.
It's just a great game.
Yep.
We got this
tent.
red tent here. Yeah, that's Super Mario World on this side.
Nice.
Got a little bit of screen burn, but
Yep.
you'll
Good luck
have
finding a
that.
monitor for those.
Yeah, these are
Yeah,
the
you
weird.
gotta take what you get.
These are those weird 18-inch monitors.
I sold one. Is this one I sold you or you?
We're actually gonna use the monitors. We're gonna do tube swaps from those monitors into this one at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, you sold it. I'm up to I have 3 red tents. at the
Oh wow.
moment.
Hang on to them, man. That's all I
Yeah.
gotta say.
Yeah, and then we got Castlevania on the other side, another
Nice.
like classic platformer.
Yeah, that's cool.
And then the last one we put in was this tournament table here, which is a 4-player Pong.
Awesome.
We were kind of
This is a nice pickup here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a cool one. Matt Jenkins and I worked on this, or got these together.
Nice.
And you can
What year
scroll
was
between
this,
12 different games. I think this was actually, I want to say 78,
78,
76 or something like that.
Yeah, I'm thinking that too.
It wasn't 72. I know that. This was later.
Yeah.
But one of my favorite things about this is there's a 2-player version of Breakout on it. So
Oh.
So you play like across from each other when you're doing
Oh, okay.
the
When
2-player.
okay, so it
Yeah.
flips the screen when
Yeah.
when you're. Wow. Man, that's cool.
So it's definitely an old game, but we've already had some people that were kind of digging this game, so I'm pretty happy about that. It's cool to see people playing.
Anything
Pong
old
and stuff.
Atari is that speeds up. Anything old Atari is really cool.
Yeah, I agree. And then there's 12 modes of play on here, so we're on Breakout right now.
Sure, wow.
But there's also 4 versions of Pong on here.
Nice.
So I think it's pretty cool. Cool game.
Awesome, man. So then now you're gonna do beer, right?
Yep.
So tell me you focus towards certain kinds of beer or
Yeah,
what
so
type of beer? What you got?
a lot of craft beer places we find they run like a whole lot of IPAs and stuff, which is great. You know, IPAs are good and everything like that. But we're trying to keep it pretty well diverse for all different types of. Yeah, here you go. Here's our beer list right here. We actually have them on the screens normally too.
Okay.
But you see, we've got a few IPAs. There's 4 IPAs on, and then we also have a couple wheats and like a Kolsch, which is another light beer.
Nice.
This oatmeal stout, and then this dark brown ale are kind of like darker beers that are
Nice, yeah.
like sweeter type stuff. We also like I would say the amber is more just kind of like a regular kind of beer if that's your thing.
Sure, yeah.
We have a cider if you're not really that into beer, and then like another sweet option would be this apricot sour ale.
Wow, okay.
We also have red, white wine, root beer, soda, you know, your standard Miller Coors beer, Bud, and then Hams is our cheap beer. PBR is expensive now.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, it's made a comeback.
Yeah.
I think the radio made it come back.
Yeah.
I've been there so many times drinking that.
Yeah. So PBR was like the like go-to cheap beer for the longest time, but now because so many people buy it, it's not cheap anymore.
No.
So we switched to a different cheap beer. So we're gonna rock Hams.
There you go.
You can probably keep that going about 6 months, and then that'll shoot up on you.
Oh yeah. Then we'll go to old style and then.
That's awesome.
You go on long enough, you get Yingling is cheap beer.
Yeah, exactly.
So you guys are gonna have the beer, and then you're gonna do munchies maybe, or some kind of food snacks maybe.
Yeah, we're gonna have pretzel pockets. They're like hot pockets.
Sure.
We're gonna do a pepperoni, broccoli and cheese, and a ham and cheese. Those are actually being made for us by Pat's Philly Pretzels. They have a location in Broderpool and then one in Fishers. And so we're basically just gonna be buying them off of them for $2 or something like that, and then charging, you know, we'll hike it up to whatever makes sense for us. Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah.
And then
you're drinking, you gotta eat, man.
Yeah, and then we'll have some kind of salty option too, you know, like bags of chips or pretzels or maybe some popcorn. We haven't quite figured out exactly what we're going to do with that, but you know, something just to keep people thirsty.
What's the megaphone? Tell me about that.
Oh, the megaphone is last call.
Oh yeah.
If you cut the music, this thing is louder than all the games. It's louder than all the people. You know what I mean? So we can just cut the music and just be like, it's last call. That's what that's about. We also thought
Sir, get off the paperboy machine.
I want to kind of make fun of people if they're being real rough with the games. You know, it's like a fun way to make them stop beating up my stuff.
Love the megaphone.
Yeah. So can I get you a beer?
Yeah, let's do it, man.
Okay.
All right, so I gotta act like I'm a customer, man.
Right, yeah.
I gotta look at the menu here and. You know what? I want that shotgun waiting.
Okay. You want one?
Well, if I have to have an Oberon.
An Oberon? All right. I got you guys.
This is cool, man. I can't wait to. So, you said maybe after the Board of Health comes out, and then you're hoping in a couple weeks, right?
We're hoping for next week.
Yeah.
What's that? Oh yeah. Well. Yeah, we're hoping to be open next week if our inspection does happen this week. If not, then
Awesome.
there you guys go.
Thank you. So are you gonna be a bartender then, or are we?
Yeah, a bartender. We're gonna kind of do everything.
Yeah.
We've already had just friends and family come by.
Sure.
Maybe
Check it
over
out.
the weekend. Drinking hands with you guys.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's been good. We're excited to get going finally. All right.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
All right.
To success.
Thanks.
There you go. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So what are the hours here, man?
We're gonna do 4 to midnight on Monday through Thursday.
All right.
And then we'll stay up until 1 on Friday. And then on Saturday we're gonna do noon to 1. And then we'll do noon to midnight on Sunday.
Noon to midnight. Okay. Awesome. And no cover charge.
No cover charge. You know, if we start doing events and stuff like that down the road, we might have something like that. But as of right now, we're not planning on doing cover.
And games are again on free play.
All the video games are free play.
Pinballs are 50 cents.
Yep.
All right. Awesome.
Yep.
You have a change machine here.
We do.
All right. Awesome.
Those
All right,
are
man.
surprisingly more expensive than we thought they would.
All right, man. Awesome. Aaron.
Yeah.
Awesome, dude.
Thanks for coming by, man.
Yeah. So guys, we're back from the Tapper's Arcade Bar. What an awesome place. Great beer and a great selection of games. You can't go wrong. Thanks to Aaron and Jeff for giving us a sneak peek of their place. Again, folks, their address is 501 Virginia Avenue, Indianapolis, Indiana. Tonight, I'm having a beer. This beer is awesome as well. Chocolate Peanut Butter Porter by the Dewclaw Brewing Company. Cheers. Next week, friends, we're going to take another road trip. We're going to check out The Place Arcade in Cincinnati, Ohio. So you don't want to miss that. Guys, viewer email goes to arcade911@comcast.net. Please hit the like and subscribe button that's down below here. And remember, Game not over.
Cause we'll always be retro. Blowing